Before Formula One, there was just racing. Madmen in leather helmets, wrestling giant metal beasts with wooden wheels and engines the size of a piano. These were raw, untamed, city-to-city marathons. Paris to Madrid, Paris to Bordeaux, more cavalry charge than sport. The cars were primitive, the roads were dirt, and the drivers were a special breed of brave and, well, slightly unhinged. They pushed the limits of man and machine, often with explosive results. Early Grand Prix races forged the very idea of a purpose-built racing car. Bugatti, Alfa Romeo, Mercedes-Benz, these were titans clashing at Brooklands, Monza and the Nürburgring. Drivers like Tazio Nuvolari became national heroes, magicians behind the wheel. These races were about national pride, engineering genius and sheer guts. Crowds lined the roads, inches from the action, breathing in the fumes and danger. Then the world went dark. World War II silenced the circuits. The dream of racing never died, it just went into hibernation. Engineers, mechanics and drivers waited for the day they could chase the horizon again. War accelerated technology, engines, aerodynamics, planting seeds for the future. When peace returned, Europe was in ruins, but the passion for speed was not. The pre-war chaos needed order, a formula, a set of rules to crown the best driver in the best car as world champion. The stage was set for something new, something brilliant. The greatest racing spectacle on Earth was about to be born. The foundations for Formula One were laid. The world was ready for speed. And so it began. The year was 1950. The world needed color, noise, and heroes. The FIA announced the first ever Formula One World Drivers' Championship. The first race, Silverstone, England, May 13th, 1950. King George VI attended. Over 120,000 people turned up, hungry for racing. The grid was dominated by Alfa Romeo and their monstrous 158 Alfetta racers. Behind the wheel, the three Fs: Nino Farina, Luigi Fagioli, and Juan Manuel Fangio. These were seasoned veterans, hard as nails, racing for glory. The Alfas were untouchable, faster, more reliable, and driven by the best. Nino Farina, elegant and aggressive, took the checkered flag in the first championship race. He went on to clinch the inaugural World Championship, battling his own teammates to the wire. It was a season of Italian dominance, red cars, roaring engines, and fierce rivalries. The first season set the template: dominant teams, legendary drivers, glamour and speed. The formula was established, the rules of engagement for the world's fastest sport. The cars were dangerous, the tracks unforgiving, and safety nearly non-existent. But it was a start, a powerful, deafening statement of intent. Formula One had arrived, and the world had a new obsession. The journey had truly begun. The sport would never look back. The legend was underway. The world was watching. The race for greatness had started. Formula One was here to stay. If the 1950s had a king, it was Juan Manuel Fangio. The quiet Argentinian became a maestro behind the wheel, dancing with the car. Fangio's adaptability was unmatched. He won titles with Alfa Romeo, Maserati, Mercedes-Benz and Ferrari. 4 different manufacturers. Unheard of. He understood mechanics, strategy and risk in an era where mistakes could be fatal. Fangio raced with calm, calculated precision. His most legendary drive, the 1957 German Grand Prix at the Nürburgring. After a disastrous pit stop, he hunted down the Ferraris, smashing lap records and passing both on the final lap. Fangio's 5 world titles stood as the benchmark for decades. He defined what it meant to be a Grand Prix driver, a gentleman outside the car, a giant within it. He raced against legends like Ascari and Moss, but stood above them all. His era was one of raw power, deadly machines and true gladiators. Fangio was the hero-in-chief, the emperor of the track. His legacy is not just in numbers, but in style, grace and genius. He set the standard for greatness. The sport would never be the same. Fangio's legend endures. After the continental dominance of the 50s, a revolution brewed in Britain's garages. Plucky Brits like Colin Chapman, John Cooper and Ken Tyrrell, the Garagistas, changed the game. Lacking big budgets, they focused on lightweight construction and nimble handling. The breakthrough? Moving the engine to the back. John Cooper's rear-engine cars outmaneuvered the front-engine giants. Jack Brabham's 1959 championship signaled the end of the old era. The British had arrived, bringing innovation and brilliance. Heroes like Jim Clark, Graham Hill and James Hunt became household names. The 60s made Formula One quintessentially British. Teams, drivers and engineers dominated. Motorsport Valley became the sport's new heart. It was an era of innovation, chaos and danger. The cars got faster, but safety lagged behind. Britain's influence on Formula One was cemented forever. The 1970s, Formula One sprouted wings and flirted with disaster. Colin Chapman's downforce revolution let cars corner at unthinkable speeds. The technological arms race brought both speed and catastrophic failure. Fire was a constant threat. Cars were fuel tanks on wheels. Drivers like Fittipaldi, Lauda and Hunt became legends, risking everything. The 1976 Lauda-Hunt battle was pure drama. Lauda's fiery crash, miraculous return and a rain-soaked finale. Jackie Stewart became the sport's conscience, crusading for safety. Full-face helmets, fireproof suits and safer tracks slowly arrived. The 70s were a golden age of variety, character and danger. Formula One was growing up, but the cost was high. The sport's wildest decade left a lasting mark. The 80s brought the turbo era, tiny engines, monstrous power. Over 1,000 horsepower in qualifying trim cars became beasts. Taming them required new levels of skill and bravery. At the center, Alain Prost and Ayrton Senna. Prost, the professor, cool, calculating, a master tactician. Senna, the Brazilian, raw passion, supernatural car control, relentless. When they became McLaren teammates in 1988, it was war. Their rivalry produced iconic, controversial moments, Suzuka collisions, championship drama. It was a clash of styles and personalities that captivated the world. More than sport, it was psychological drama at 200 miles per hour. The turbo era is remembered for its human drama as much as its machines. Prost and Senna became legends, their rivalry the stuff of myth. The sport reached new heights of intensity. The world watched, spellbound. Formula One had never been so fierce. The legend of Prost and Senna endures. After Senna's tragic death in 1994, Formula One needed a new king. Enter Michael Schumacher, a relentless, prodigiously talented German. He joined a struggling Ferrari in 1996, determined to rebuild. With Ross Brawn and Rory Byrne, Schumacher transformed Ferrari. His work ethic was legendary, testing, motivating, leading. His first Ferrari win in the rain signaled greatness to come. From 2000 to 2004, Schumacher and Ferrari dominated. 5 straight titles. The German and Italian anthems became the soundtrack of Sundays. For some it was boring, for the Tifosi it was heaven. Schumacher broke every record, wins, poles, championships. His tactics were controversial, but his talent undeniable. He combined Senna's speed, Prost's intelligence and unmatched dedication. Schumacher raised the bar for what it meant to be a Formula One driver. He turned Ferrari into an invincible dynasty. The Schumacher era redefined dominance. One man's will transformed a team and a sport. The legend of Schumacher lives on. In 2014, Formula One reinvented itself with radical hybrid technology. Out went the V8S. In came 1.6-litre V6 turbo hybrids, complex, efficient and expensive. Mercedes mastered the new formula, launching a new dynasty. Lewis Hamilton at the wheel rewrote the record books. The sport's global reach exploded. New races, new fans, new markets. Social media and drive to survive brought F1 to a new generation, especially in the US. Drivers became global superstars. The hybrid era was defined by Mercedes and Hamilton, but also fierce new rivalries. Hamilton versus Rosberg, the rise of Max Verstappen and the epic 2021 showdown. The calendar grew, the drama intensified. Even with complex rules, the human drama remained the sport's heart. Formula One became a true global phenomenon. The race for the future was on. Today, Formula One is a high-tech, global spectacle, a billion-dollar business and an engineering showcase. The cars are the most advanced racing machines on the planet. Strategy is as complex as chess, played at 200 miles per hour. But at its core, it's still about the driver, the human inside the machine, pushing to the edge. Rivalries, triumphs, heartbreaks, the drama is timeless. The sport is more competitive than ever, with a new generation battling established legends. The global audience is bigger and more engaged thanks to new media and constant innovation. Sprint races, evolving rules, and a push for sustainability show a sport always moving forward. Formula One is a unique blend of courage, genius, and high-stakes drama. It's the ultimate test of man and machine. From dusty airfields to glittering night races, the appeal is unchanged. The greatest show on earth continues. and the next chapter is just beginning.